Good day. Welcome to another episode of Bull with Boone. Today we are going to discuss relays, electronic relays. Now, what is a relay? A relay is basically just electromagnetic switch or electronic switch. So in a relay you have a coil like this and two connectors to power your coil. And then typically with most relays you have three switches that the relay controls. So we'll draw them here. There's one switch, second switch, and the third switch. So basically what you see in blue here is the relay, and it's normally encased in a small little casing. Here you get big relays, you get small relays. Here's a little circuit board with a small relay on it. You get a lot smaller than this relay as well, but then you also get massive relays. And here's from an Ajax alarm system. It's a relay that's controllable through Wi-Fi. And then here's another relay that's encased in a piece of plastic. And if I take it apart, if I can, we'll take it apart later, don't worry about it. In any case, so the relay, that's basically relays, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11 contact points. Now when you wire it, you'll take this up here to a battery. It could be positive and a negative positive. And then a switch, a reset switch that's normally closed. We'll come to that later. And then you have the switch that switches the relay on or off. Now, these dots represent when the switch switches, where it will go to. In other words, that switch is currently open and these are all open, but those contacts are closed. Obviously those are open. Okay, so when you switch the relay on, it energizes the coil, and the coil acts like an electromagnet and closes these three switches. When you open the switch here again, then the relay switches off. It de-energizes. This can just be a normal press button. So you press it once and these switches will also all close, and if you let go, they all open. So what we can control with these switches is, let's say for example, I'm going to use this switch to lock this relay on. So the way I do that is I take a wire up here, across here, down to here, and another one here, up here, across there. So when you press this button, what happens is that all the switches switch, and then if you open it again, the current will continue to flow because this one is locked, this one is closed, and now you open this one, but in parallel with this one is this other switch, but that switch is closed. So therefore the relay will stay energized. But let's say we want to control a boom, a gate, let's say a gate you want to control. So here I have my control mechanism, my motor and everything, and that's where the switch will be to open and close the gate. Okay, and normally the switch will be open. Okay, and let's say gate. So what we'll do here is when that closes, that switch is now in parallel with the gate switch. So when you switch on your relay, that is closed, that closes that, and that's like closing the switch of your gate, and the gate will open, right? but this will stay locked because of that there, because the relay's been locked. And let's say also we want maybe to have some lights to show you what the status is of your gates. So you have another battery here, and then you have a, let's say, a red light and a green light, and they're powered by this independent battery here. Okay, now this one wire will come in the bottom here. So when the gate is, when the relay is not energized, we want the green light on. So now we just close the circuit like that. Now the green light is on, as you can see, it closed the circuit here. But the moment you press this button, the relay energizes, all these switches close, including this one here. Now we want the red light to go on. So basically what happens is, press your button, this locks the relay, all these switches close, the gate opens, and the red light stays on, and the gate is always on. When you now want to switch off the, open that switch to de-energize the relay, that's where this reset switch comes in. You physically open that switch. When that switch is opened, you can see there will be no current running through the coil, through the relay, because that is in series with the entire setup here. Then all these will drop back, then you can close it again, but all these now will be open and everything will be switched off. Well, that is your episode on relays. Electronic relays. Thank you.